Hi there. I want to talk a little bit today about branding and how branding incorporates into your marketing. Branding is a big buzzword right now, and there's a lot of information out there about branding, but it can be very confusing and difficult to figure out how it applies to your small business and how it applies to your marketing. And so I wanted to go over some basics of branding to help clarify or help differentiate in your mind how branding plays into what you're doing to market and promote your business. And so, branding versus marketing. Branding is who you are and what you stand for as an organization. A lot of times, people think branding is your logo or your colors or your typeface, but really, your brand is made up of your logo and visual design. It's your mission, your values, your key messages, and your tone of voice. And really, I would argue that the mission, the values, the key messages, the tone of voice, those are the most important parts of your brand, and the logo and visual design are come after that. And so when you're talking about your branding, it's really about who you are and what you stand for as an organization, and making sure that that connects with audiences, that they are feel the same about your organization, because that is when the real magic happens and people engage with you and your brand. So when it comes to marketing, marketing campaigns, strategies, tactics, we use those to elevate brand awareness of an organization and engage with our audiences. So they're two very distinct things. They both kind of fall under the marketing umbrella, and that's where it gets a little hairy, and a little bit confusing. And so branding and then branding or marketing campaigns or marketing strategies are two very, very different things. Branding is number one when it comes to your organization, and your marketing campaigns or strategy are what support your brand strategy. So, our goal should always be to strengthen our brand. You never want to do something in your marketing promotions, in your marketing strategies that is going to weaken your brand. And so, always have that thought first in everything that you do in your marketing. Strengthen your brand by ensuring it is present and consistent in every single audience engagement. Consistency matters when it comes to building brand awareness and loyalty. And this is where I think a lot of times small businesses have a weak spot, because you're moving a million miles an hour and there is 500 things on your to-do list and you just need to get something out the door, and it may not be consistent with your brand. In a lot of ways that can hurt your brand overall and in the long term. And so it's really important to be consistent with your branding, to really lead with your key messages first, your mission, your values. Always make sure that your logo and your typeface and your brand colors are always displaying correctly, because that will just can be provide consistency and help to raise brand awareness long term. I mean, when you think about it, some of the best well known brands, you never see them in a different color, you never see the logo different. Their campaigns or marketing strategies always go back to those brand messages about who they are and what they stand for. So I wanted to show you an example of how branding fits in to a specific marketing campaign and then just kind of our everyday marketing. So this is a client, a plumbing company, and their brand values are about being trusted plumbing experts, providing quality service, and being community focused. They're really being a part of the local community is really important to them. And so they came to us and said, we really need to increase awareness of our referral program. And their referral program is if you refer a neighbor, friend, or loved one to this plumbing company, you receive a $25 gift card to a local restaurant. And so here on the right hand side is just a quick preview of some of the things we did. We ran this campaign in February around Valentine's Day, hence the love and Valentine's Day theme. So we were sharing a lot about the referral program just to make sure people were aware. We were also sharing a lot about testimonials where people talked about the quality of the service and how they trusted this plumbing company. And so this was a really big focus. And then down there in the bottom right hand corner, they like to have a little bit of fun with their social media. And Magnolia, that pup there in the bottom right corner. She is their unofficial mascot, and so we had a little fun and made it Magnolia's referral program, and she would hand deliver the gift cards to customers who participated during that time, which people had a lot of fun with. And it just provided a little bit more personality and character to the campaign. That, this isn't a big plumbing company. We are right here in your community. We are local. We are the plumbing company that has the dog laying by the door when you walk in, which always brings some good feel good feelings. So, this is just an example of how we took brand values and made a campaign to raise awareness about a specific program within the company. So, that's a specific marketing campaign that we did. But in a lot of ways, you also need to make sure that your brand values are being incorporated into just your everyday marketing, everything that you do. So I wanted to show this example of a law firm and what we did for them. So, like I said, this is a law firm, and their brand values are about being an advocate or a partner to small businesses, about being knowledgeable. And then they also are really focused on being locally owned and operated. So when I'm creating a content strategy for them or a social media strategy for them, I'm really focusing in on creating content around resources for small businesses. So we focus on the blog quite a bit. And over here on the right hand side, you can see some of the social media graphics that we did for those blogs. But so we partner with other people in the community. That middle graphic, you can see we did a Q&A with a local realtor about a topic related to small businesses. And so we wanted to show that we're a part of the community, we're locally owned and operated. And then at the same time, we're also advocating for other small businesses. And then those graphics there on the top and bottom, they are for the same blog. We just had two different graphics, and 5 reasons to invest in legal counsel. This was about providing resource to small businesses, being knowledgeable, showing that we are experts in small business legal needs. And so that's what we focus on. And then you can also see the consistency among the graphics, and making sure that the brand visual design really comes through, is really consistent. That navy and that aqua and white is their brand colors, and so we wanted to make sure those really came through and are consistent. And I'd encourage you to watch our Canva video about how to create really interesting graphics on Canva quickly, so you're not spending a lot of time on them. Because these graphics here, they were actually created in Canva very quickly. So this is just an example of how branding, not only the visual design of branding, but also brand values and brand messaging comes through in everyday marketing. So that just gives you a little bit of an intro to branding and how we ensure that our overall brand strategy is incorporated through our everyday marketing or even just specific marketing campaigns. And so just something to keep in mind as you are building the marketing of your small business. And I can't wait to see more and hear more about it.